Ever felt the dread of calling customer service? Wondering if you'll spend hours on hold only to talk to someone who can't help? That's the scenario I found myself in recently, and it was all thanks to my VoIP service provider, Vonage. I've been a Vonage customer for years, and for the most part, the service has been reliable. But as anyone who uses technology knows, eventually, something will go wrong. For me, that something was a persistent issue with call quality, dropped calls, static, and just general instability that started to seriously impact my work. The problem. A critical quality drop. This wasn't just a minor annoyance. I use my Vonage line for crucial business calls. The call quality degradation was a business stopper. I checked my internet connection, reset my equipment, and went through all the standard troubleshooting steps. Everything pointed back to something on Vonage's side. At that point, I knew I had to face the music and reach out to their customer support team. The typical fear when calling support is getting caught in an automated loop, pressing 0 repeatedly, or being forced to explain a complex technical issue to someone reading from a script. I was prepared for the worst. Telephone receiver, initial contact, and Tier 1 resolution. I started by using Vonage's online chat feature. I find that often chat is faster for initial triage. To my surprise, I was connected to a human agent, Sarah, in less than 2 minutes. I clearly explained the issue. Sporadic call dropping and static, ruling out my own equipment. Sarah was polite, confirmed my account details quickly, and then performed a few standard remote diagnostics on my line. She suspected a common issue, perhaps a recent network update or a provisioning error, and performed a remote line refresh. She asked me to test the line for an hour and promised to follow up. Here, when the simple fix fails. Escalation. An hour later, the problem came back. This is where the service experience often falls apart with other companies. Do you have to start all over again? Fortunately, when Sarah followed up via email as promised, I let her know the issue persisted. Instead of making me re-explain everything, she acknowledged the prior steps and immediately escalated my ticket to Tier 2 technical support. This smooth handoff, without repeating my story, was the first sign that this was going to be a different experience. White heavy checkmark, the technical deep dive and real fix. Within 2 hours, a Tier 2 technician, Mark, called me directly. Mark was clearly more technically proficient. He didn't just refresh the line. He went into a deeper diagnostic process. He checked the specific SIP registration details and the QoS, quality of service, prioritization settings on my account. He discovered that my account's provisioning was slightly misconfigured, which was causing my calls to occasionally route through a congested server. He spent about 15 minutes explaining, in clear terms, what he was doing and why. He made a direct change to my routing profile and had me immediately test an outbound and inbound call. The difference was instantaneous. Crisp, clear, high-definition audio. He confirmed the fix, logged it thoroughly, and then offered to stay on the line while I tested one more time. Light bulb the takeaway, what good support looks like. My experience with Vonage support was genuinely positive, and here's the key lesson. It wasn't just about fixing the problem. It was how they fixed it. Low friction. The initial contact via chat was quick and easy. No repetition. The agent successfully transferred the context of the issue between Tier 1 and Tier 2. Technical competence. Tier 2 wasn't just reading a script. They understood the underlying network technology and could make a real fix. Follow through. The initial agent followed up exactly as promised, ensuring I didn't fall through the cracks. The quality of a service is often defined not by how well it works all the time, but by how well the provider handles it when it inevitably doesn't work. In this case, Vonage passed the test with flying colors, proving that sometimes you can get effective technical support without the usual headache. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.